weekend is finally here. I'm gonna buy some running shoes, hang some of my paintings around the house, which is very, very important because I love to be surrounded by beautiful things. It's just, I want to make this place as beautiful as I can. So much so that I completed an application to collaborate with this furniture store to get me a mustard colored sofa. I've been wanting a mustard colored sofa for so long, and it's expensive. So expensive, so I'm like, okay. Reached out to this brand and they said that they'll get back with me within 2 weeks. So that's on hold. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But what else I want to do for a weekend? Goodwill. Every weekend I go Goodwill shopping. I got a problem though. Okay, so there's this young lady that I met at the Goodwill store. She's actually a store manager there. One of my favorite Goodwill stores. The one, I think I mentioned her in another video. She like ghosted me. She didn't really ghost. I don't know if this is a ghost. Okay, tell me if this is a ghost. We said, okay, we'll go out on a weekend. Weekend rolls around. I hit her up. Hey, baby. And I didn't hear from her till after the weekend. It's like, cool, fine, whatever. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. She made excuses 2 weekends in a row. So by this time I was done, but then she kept hitting me up. And she's like, well, this weekend for sure. And I didn't have much faith in it at this point. And again, she faked me out. So now I'm just like, I don't even hit her back. I haven't even responded to the last message. Just like, you're on ice like that. So now when I go into the store, she's gonna think I'm going into the store for her. So first of all, is that ghosting? Leave something in the comments. Let me know if you think that's ghosting, because I think that it was ghosting. I think it was a huge diss, and she kind of missed out, on all of this. She missed out on all of this. What do you guys think of this sweater? I got this from H&M. Crazy thing is, I buy a lot of things off season, you know what I mean? So I bought this beautiful, first time wearing it, sweater for $10 at H&M. It was on sale at H&M. $10 sweater. And I didn't think I would get to wear it until, next fall. And as fate would have it, it was a huge storm yesterday, and now it's like 50 degrees outside. So yeah, that's that. Where was I? Okay, another thing I want to do this weekend is buy coffee. Okay, so all of those things are the ambitious side of the geek. Then there's this side. This side wants nothing more than to sit on my couch, grow aerial roots, and read this. Clay Kane's Burned Down Master's House. Now I know. I had these books, right? In the last video, let me grab this. In the last video, I had these books, and I was choosing my TBR amongst them. I started reading Chester Himes' Pink Toes, and I put it down after 2 pages. I have to be totally honest here. I have to be honest. I was in Barnes & Noble. I didn't vlog it, but I was in Barnes & Noble, and I saw this. I picked it up and just started reading a few pages, and I'm 9 pages in. I think I could read. I read a little bit on my lunch break, I think, when I bought it, and I haven't read it since, but I want to sit back and read this book this weekend. So far, it's only 9 pages in, and it's very, very interesting. It's exactly what I needed. I'm not in a slump, okay? I'm not in a reading slump. Sometimes I read slow. Sometimes I have other things going on. I have a marathon on Mother's Day, which is less than a month away. I have to go buy another pair of running shoes this weekend too. And I have to put some miles up. Those are things that I just have to do. Now, the geek in me that wants to sit back and just read this all weekend is just thinking, Brett, you busted your butt all week hustling back and forth to this job, doing this, doing that, trying to shoot video in the mornings and whenever I can, basically. So, of course, I want to sit back and do absolutely nothing, which means that I don't have a whole lot of time. Again, I have things to do and I'm going to get them done. But I have all of these areas in this house where I could see some of my artwork up. But there's so many things that I've got to do for you. And if you let me, darling, I'm going to. I'll make our love last for always. Did you hear me, baby? Make our love last always, always. Because you see, I don't play around with my love, honey. You guys ever heard that song? It's this dude named Jeffrey. That's it. That's the album. Let me see. His name is Jeffrey. That's the name of it. The name of the song is Love's Gonna Last. I blast that car in the car all the time because I think it's amazing. Love's gonna last forever. Love's gonna last. Boy, some people talking about you leaving me here. Oh no. I wish I could afford to just to get that copyright strike and just let you guys listen to some of the music I listen to. Some of the stuff I listen to, man, is so fire, and it's just like so much. It's lyric based, you know. It's soul. Music I listen to has definite soul and spirit, and it has to be saying something. You know, the music I listen to, you're not scrubbing the damn ground. I'll tell you that much, you know. But you get out there and do a little something, you know what I mean? Everybody don't have that, you know. You have to be cut from a certain cloth, if you know what I mean. So, let's get in that car and go do some things. Yeah. Okay. So, damn, she cute. She all right. Shit. I'm about to run little Willie over looking at her. Okay. I can't wait till you see some of the things I picked up at the Goodwill. You know. Shit, man, why are you driving so fucking fast, bitch? Why? This woman, literally, I'm coming out and this woman just speeds in this orange little Camaro. When my anxiety level is high, there go the police just sitting there waiting to catch a Saturday speeder. They didn't come after me. Okay, so I went to the Goodwill and picked up some things. Really good things. I can't wait to get home and show them to you. My anxiety has peaked. And I know when my anxiety is peaked because when I'm driving, I start screaming at people, "Hey! Watch where you're going. Why are you speeding?" I know when my anxiety is high, and I know when I'm licked. Look at this guy out here. A woman. She's out here sitting on her bag, you know, with the sign. She's begging for money. She needs money. I'm gonna swing by and hook her up, but I'm definitely not gonna record it because I I just don't. I just think that is like one of the tackiest things that you can do is vlog somebody who is, you know, they're going through it. They're clearly going through it. If you're sitting outside and it's 50-degree weather, sitting on your bag, vlogging, you know, you need some help. So definitely not gonna vlog. I want to get an indoor house plant, but I haven't been able to find one that really needs rescuing, and that's what I'm on. I'm on some rescue type shit because this is the season of the run up. You buy a you buy a plant right now, they're gonna run you up, especially if it's a big one. So this is what it is. I'm gonna run in Walmart and pick up some margarita mix, some 1800, because yeah, I need it. I think I'm gonna spend a good portion of the day in the house reading and drinking margaritas. And just shake me some margaritas. I think I need some limes too. So I'm gonna go get some limes and some margaritas, and I'm going back in the house because I haven't even been out here very long, but I'll tell you, I feel like I've been out here for days already, and I get like this because when my anxiety gets high, the best place for me is in the house being productive. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, it was a full weekend. I ended up getting 2 runs in. I did a 5K and I did a half marathon. Okay, so I just finished a 13 miles. Trying to get my money's worth. My new kicks ran a nice little pace. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not. And I got a half marathon coming up, so just want to get a nice long run in, man. I am beat. These shoes, I will say, they are very much responsive because they were that carbon plate that little young girl told me about at Fleet Feet. Yeah, you know, at some point those things were just pushing me forward, and I was just trotting, boing, boing, boing. Felt good, you know. I wasn't trying to go out hard or anything like that. Oh, where's my drink? I wasn't trying to go out too hard. I just wanted to, but I did want to feel it. You know, I think that that 10-minute pace, you know, that 10-minute pace it was 10 minutes, 12 seconds, is pretty cool for a non-race, you know. You know, I still have time. You know, I still have a few weeks before the Mother's Day, and that's when I start my run. That's the first race that I run over the course. You know, I do some 5Ks sometimes. I mean, I don't really dig 5Ks like I used to. I used to just tighten up 5Ks, just to be out there, just to experience. But, you know, as I've started getting a little bit older, I start limiting the amount of runs that I do. But who knows? May hit these runs a little bit harder. Man, my feet, I can feel them. I mean, yeah, I can feel them. They're not nothing particularly hurt or anything like that, but I only did half of a marathon. You know, a marathon is a full, so I'm just feeling some areas that are, you know, could use a massage and things like that. But I felt good that I went ahead and got my long run in. I always feel good when I prioritize that run. Of course, now the only things I have left to do is recover, read, and edit my video for tomorrow that I want to post in the morning. That's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I have one more after this. I think I want to shoot. I'm going to show you the rest of the things that I picked up. That's what I'm going to do. So the next video I shoot, is going to be a little bit later, the day after I recover, and I'm going to show you all the things I picked up over the weekend. Just some cool little pieces that I picked up over the weekend. Well, I think they're cool. I don't know what you're going to think, but I think they're cool. So stick around because there is more to my weekend. I'll probably put them up on the screen. And I bought these new shoes. So excited about them. Oh, I've been trying to break them in, and they definitely require it. See if I'm capturing them. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of my new shoes? Carbon plate. Yeah. And this comes at a really interesting time because did you guys peep what it's like right before the Boston Marathon, right? And Nike put up an ad that says runners welcome, walkers tolerated. Some words to that effect. They took it down right after online just started roasting them. I have friends who are just like going all the way off. Like, look, we buy Nikes, and I kind of joined in a little bit because I thought it was really rude. You know, I run, but you don't knock people who are doing their best. Who, it's almost like run culture can be funny. I will say that run culture can be funny because when I first started running, it's like I'm out there and I'm trying my best and I'm older than all these people and they're looking at me like yeah. And yeah, faster than me running a 5K, but you know, the great equalizer was when you get 12 miles, 13 miles, 14 miles in and I'm still going and I'm passing these young dudes. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, these are they. First thing my sister said when she saw these is that you should have got black. Oh, it was my niece. I think it was my niece. Said that I should have got black. And I'm like, Clay Kane. I got to talk about this. Clay Kane burned down the master's house. I'm probably 30. Okay. So I'm a third of the way, a little more than third, almost at the halfway point of this book. And it's amazing. And I learned something. I'm telling you, I literally learned, just kind of saw in myself how I've been so wrapped up in my historical fiction I mean, just the older authors, of historical fiction, just the greats, and to me they're the greats. But I started reading Pink Toes by Chester Himes, and then I have another book of Chester Himes I'm listening to on Audible. I had to stop. I was in it was in my lunch break, and no. So I did pick this up. I didn't pick this up this weekend. I picked this up days and days ago. Might have been one day last week, I guess. And I haven't been able to really put it down. It literally just changed everything because it's a fresh voice. It is historically accurate so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the pace. I'm loving the action. I'm just loving this book. It's amazing. I think it's amazing, and I don't know if anyone's talking about this or read it. I don't even look and see, but check it out. It's really good read so far. So very excited to have that. Let's look at some of the other stuff that I picked up over the weekend. I bought this. I just dropped a whole thing of push pins. Okay. I bought this NutriBullet from the, can you see? From the Goodwill for $15. You know, I had a juicer, but I knew that this one was better, and it was new. I mean, it was not in a package, but was still packaged. It has not been used. It had not been used, so I couldn't let it go because I have a really old juicer, and I don't know how long it's going to be around. So that was a great cop for me, in addition to the shoes. But I didn't stop there. I picked up some things. This time, you know, if you look closer, it has the blue in there. Something about blue inside of brown, normally light blue and with a chocolate brown. Love it. Okay. How about these? Man, these are, they're everything. And I'll show you why I had to have these, because I knew exactly how they would fit, because I have another pair of gray slacks that are cut exactly like this. Okay, so I don't know if this light is helping or hurting, but I bought these slacks, and just the way that they hang, I can't say enough about them. Taking in just a hair or something, I don't know, but I love them just like this. I have another pair, and they fit me exactly like this. There's something about this cut. It's not a straight across. It's like it's angled. It's hard to explain, but it's angled. But it's exactly how I want every pair of pants that I own. Now, I bought this jacket. Another piece of art over there. Okay, so I bought this jacket from off the rack from Penny's. I don't know if you can see the price on that. And I normally wear a 44 regular. This is a 44 short. This is a 44 short. So, I haven't even unpinned the stitching in the back. I like the way it fits, yeah. So I got this tie from the Goodwill store as well. It was a polo tie picked up from the Goodwill. So Just a regular old crisp white shirt. I thought it all looked really splendid. And when I saw these pants, I said, you know what? I've been complaining about a pair of navy slacks that just have that look, that tailored look. It's nothing gonna beat a pair of navy slacks with that tailored look. So that's what I got. I like it. Let me know what you think. Okay, I was talking to my sister, and we were talking about. I was telling her about my job and how every day my supervisor, as soon as I come in, she makes a comment in front of everybody on the floor about what I'm wearing every day. So, you know, it started off flattering, but now it's just kind of like makes me feel like, you know, like I don't know, like maybe she has something against the way that I present myself. Yes, I dress nice. I dress nice often at work. Where else are you supposed to wear these clothes? Church once a week, dinner once a month. You know, I like my clothes, so so I wear them. I like blended. I get something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Matter of fact, I need to take these pants off, so I'm gonna hurry up. And she said, maybe you should not dress like that every day. Maybe you should try to blend in. I said, blend in. She said, well, how do the rest of the employees dress? I said, well, they dress kind of regular, plain, regular, you know, nothing special, nothing really nice like that. They dress comfortable. Put it like that. They dress comfortable. And she said, "Well, maybe you should try to fit in a little more. You're not at Forbes, you're not at a Fortune 500 company anymore." I said, "So I supposed to dress how in a way that would make someone else feel more comfortable about me?" And it took me a minute to really I didn't really think about it. I was just told her something like you crazy. But then when I thought about it, I called her back like the next day and I said, "You know what?" I said, "That's ridiculous. That's just like if you were in the choir and you had a great voice, you start singing like shit just to make everyone else feel better. Why would you dim your light so that someone else can feel more comfortable, feel like they're shining, you know, instead of someone else? If someone else has a problem or they feel inadequate in some type of way, it would behoove them to examine that and try to elevate. Not me shrink myself to make somebody else feel comfortable." I said, "That's absolutely ridiculous." I mean, I remember the Zora Neale Hurston interview where she was talking about the exact same thing. So yeah, no, or was it Toni Morris? One or the other. But yeah, I was so that kind of threw me off, but it was just so relevant. And yeah, I'm gonna dress nice and no, it's not a Fortune. I don't think it's a Fortune 500 company, but I don't care about any of that. I care about looking the way I want to look. I care about being comfortable. I care about my style. I care about, you know what I mean? Just how I flow, You know, I don't think I look bad. So don't dim your light to make anybody else comfortable so anyone else can shine, or feel comfortable around you because you are somehow over the top, you know. But anyway, Picked that for $3. I thought it was cool. I picked up this set of 4 coasters. High time. I mean, of course I could have bought brand new coasters, but when I saw these, I said, these are amazing. I love them. It's 4 of them. They need cleaning. I picked it up for $3 and, you know, it's just a box. You know, I can put my cufflinks in there. It's just a tray. Testing, 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 testing. My recording. Ballerina doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. So another thing I got to do this weekend was hang up some of my art. It's not all of it. It's just enough to fill this wall. You know, I pulled a bunch of pieces from out of storage and decided to just hang them up. Some of them I had here already. I just didn't have a place for them. So without further ado, let me show you some of my artwork. Okay, so that's it as far as my art. I just grabbed some thumbtacks and grabbed some nails, and before I know it, I had a whole wall of, of work up. I'm very proud of it. You know, I enjoy painting. I enjoy drawing. It's just, you know, brother got gifts.
Aggregate what they can do with the PS team effects. And when you talk about the